church to continue with words that we don't use so much, or even you could say words that have been like hijacked or stolen. So today I'd like to look at the word good. We really use that word a lot, but we rarely talk about it in the way that the scripture talks about it. So I'm thinking of Matthew 19 verse 17. "Why do you ask me about what is good?" Jesus replied. "There is only one who is good. If you want to enter life, keep the commandments." 2 Timothy 7:4. "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith." 1 Timothy 4:4. "For everything God created is good, and nothing is to be rejected if it is received with thanksgiving." Do you see how the word good is linked in Scripture with the things that God has done? And we don't really do that anymore. You know, the word good is almost an overused word. Everything is good. But actually, this when we look at the way that it's presented to us in Scripture, we see that being good is not a passive word. Being good is an active word. It's something that we are. It's not just something that we say. So we can say that something is good and we don't like it. But actually in Scripture it says if something is good, like we saw in Timothy, for everything God created is good. So we see that God and good are words that go together. But in our use of the word good, we don't quite use it in that context anymore. We use it almost in a throwaway context. The Bible doesn't do that. What we're seeing is that it's a word that needs to be worked out. So our actions should be good. Our language should be good. So it's all pleasing to God. You know, when we see the world today, we see the things that God has done are good. And we can see that the enemy hates all the things that God has done. So he turns things away from being good. And yet we sometimes still call things that aren't good, good. So it becomes a word that we need to think about more than we just need to say it. Are we living good? Are we thinking good? Are we speaking good? Is what comes from us good and pleasing to God? Because in fact that's what the word good means in the Bible. That we are striving for those things that God would have us do. To be the person that God would have us be. Because that is good. So next time you see the word good, or you think about using the word good, think about what it means to us as a person. What the Bible is trying to speak to us about being a person who is good. After the things of God, in the things of God, speak the things of God, act the way that God would have us act. So that goodness is not just a word. Good is not just a word for us, but it's a living part of our everyday life. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye now.